Hello, how are you today? How are you going? I hope everyone is well. Thanks for watching our weekly tarot reading here at Creative Intuitive. I'm just shuffling the cards for us. So I'm just going to draw out 4 cards for us to see, give us an indication of what our week can be, things we need to look out for, any signs or warnings that may be coming up for us. And the first card I'm going to draw out is about our careers and finances. The second one is about our relationships. And the third card is about our health, general well-being. And the last card is spirituality, our spiritual growth. Right, I can see it's going to be a very interesting week for us for this week. So, career. There is going to be some of us that are going to be feeling a bit of conflict in our careers, our career choices, our career path, or perhaps even conflict in our workplace, or if you work alone, if you're self-employed, within your thinking mind and your heart, there's going to be a bit of a battle or a conflict along the way. It's not going to be something that you won't be able to not solve. It's just going to be something that's been lingering for a long time. Perhaps some of us have been in a bit of denial about something. The words I'm getting is face facts, look at reality. And so it's a bit of a harsher message. It's when I see the sword in this 5 of Swords, I always think about cutting conditioning. So sometimes we can cut off something that we don't need anymore, part of our thinking mind that keeps us churning or keeps us awake. And this is an opportunity this week for us to cut off that thinking mind that just keeps us in battle with ourselves. Someone is defeated and someone is the victor. You know, is your mind fighting your heart? Who's going to win? You know, why have that battle in the first place? It's an opportunity for us to let go of that. So look out for those conflicts. I'm also getting the message, be careful what you say. Think about other people's feelings. Think about how you like to be spoken to. Think about respect. Think about dignity. And creating any conflicts. So don't be the one creating the conflicts, nor be the wounded puppy that's full of self-pity, poor me. You know, it's possible for some of us to fall into that trap, which is something that we all experience and we all go through, but we can catch it this week if you're listening to this reading. Relationships. There's going to be a beautiful balance this week for our relationships. Things are looking quite good for our relationships. There's been a lot of things that haven't gone our way the way we wanted to, but things are starting to thrive for us. Things are starting to change, and so in the relationship window, things are warming up and looking quite good. We're going to gain a wisdom this week that was an injustice for us perhaps last week or last month, but this week we are going to see gain the wisdom from those injustices and feel more balanced. Perhaps the situation hasn't changed, but your mindset has. So that's always a beautiful message from justice that I feel as well. Things are starting to move for us in our relationships. So that is fantastic. And the third card is our health, the King of Cups. Our heart is in a good place. In terms of physical health as well, emotional health, well-being. The King of Cups is very much, for me, the King of Compassion. So he has a big heart, very giving. So you're going to feel the generosity and the abundance in your health, and that includes the physical health, food choices, and just your general well-being. If you've been feeling sick, things are starting to look up this week for us. So health, it will be improving. And some of us may also need to get out a little bit and feel that the sun is a good healthy energy for us, and to really embrace nature this week. There's a lot of kings in our readings this week, which means there's a maturity in the way that we're feeling, in the way that we are acting, in the way that we're looking at things in a new way. This is the card I put for us for our spirituality, and it's another king, King of Pentacles. So we are moving more into embracing the spirituality with our physical realm. So putting our feet back on the ground. This king is very grounded. He understands the world. He understands business. He understands his position in his family, and it's all about, you know, the family and in terms of spirituality, maybe even healing some of your family members through the work that you've been doing. There will be an abundance, and it will be very grounding for us. And this week is really about continuing our journey and looking for the subtle changes that we are making. I'm just getting the message to think about yourself at the start of the year and spiritually how much you have progressed already to this point. So that is because of the maturity and the path that you've taken. All those struggles have been cleared and understood. So that is a lovely reading for this week for us. And if you are interested in having a more in-depth personal reading, I'll put a link below where you can see all of the different tarot reading packages that I offer, and they start at a 10-minute reading, so you can get a quick 10-minute reading, or we can go up to an hour where we look at things more in depth depending on what your personal needs are as well. So please have a look at that link and have a look at the services that I also provide for us here. All right then, my dears, I hope you have a lovely Sunday, and I will see you soon. Thanks, bye.